What's up, guys? It's your boy King Beam, aka King Beam, and I'm back with another video. Now, I'm gonna be talking about the Arrow today. So, if you haven't seen the show and you don't like spoilers, you might want to not watch the video, or you could just watch the video with me, or come hang out with me and and enjoy the spoilers. Because why not? I need the views. But anyway, today I'm going to be talking about how I had the pleasure of getting addicted to Arrow. So, let me tell you how this journey all started. So, I was watching Community first on Netflix. Then Cobra Kai came out January 1st, 2021. So now I switched to Cobra Kai. And at the time, my friend said he was watching Flash. And I had watched The Flash 2 years ago when I was 15 years old. Yes, I'm 17 now. And I was like, you know what? Might as well watch Flash again because, season 1 was pretty good. And then I get to the episode where Felicity visits Barry in the hospital. And I was like, wow. She's really cute. She's pretty beautiful, I think I'm going to watch Arrow so I can see more of her. And then, to my surprise, I walked into something I didn't even know I was walking into. I mean, it was like 15 seconds into episode 1 of season 1, and I saw a Deathstroke mask, and I was like, yeah, I think this might be the show for me. And so, season 1, it follows a similar, what is the word? Every episode's kind of the same. That's a bad way to put it, but it follows a similar thing every episode. He comes home because he's lost at sea for 5 years on this island called Lin Yao, which is I think Mandarin for purgatory. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, he's stuck on Lin Yao. He comes back home after 5 years, and everybody's like, "Woo woo, Oliver Queen is back." But secretly, he lives a life as a vigilante who he has this list that his dad gave him, who's like people who have, they have made their money by stepping on the backs of others. So Oliver Queen goes out at night as the Arrow, and he goes out and kills them. So, every episode, it's basically the same. Find a guy on the list, you kill him. And along the way, Oliver, he gets his team together. He meets John Diggle. It's his main man. He used to be a security guard until he quit because Oliver kept running away. And then Oliver recruited him to be his partner with this whole Arrow situation. And then he was really, excited to come when he heard that Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot, was the one that killed his brother. So Diggle was like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna come get this team up with you so I can get the dude that killed my brother, you feel me? And then we keep going all throughout season 1, and at the end we find out about this thing called the Undertaking, and basically this dude named Malcolm Merlyn, who just happens to be Oliver Queen's best friend's father, has a device that will make a synthetic earthquake to destroy a whole city. And Oliver's mom is also in on this. So, yeah, that's a big surprise. But, yeah, Oliver's mom admits to what she's done and all that. And Oliver finds a way to, he finds a way to destroy the earthquake device or render it useless. But Malcolm Merlyn had a second one. And so the whole city, I think it's called the Glades. Yeah, the Glades. It's like the bad part of the neighborhood in Starling City. It gets destroyed. And, Oliver's best friend Tommy dies, who just happens to be his... The day before... Oliver, he has an interesting love life, okay? Because when he went on the boat and he was cheating on his girlfriend with his girlfriend's sister, but then his girlfriend's sister died. Then he comes back, and his best friend is with his ex-girlfriend, and then Oliver starts dating this cop, and then she dies, and then him and his ex-girlfriend get back together after his best friend, I guess they like, he and his best friend got mad at each other or something, because Tommy found out he was the Arrow, and then they were like having a rocky relationship, and then I guess Tommy kind of sort of left Laurel, and then Oliver got back with her and they did it, and then a day later the undertaking happened and she's mad because she let Tommy die and she was in love with him, but the day before she was with I don't know, bro. The love lives in this show are kind of interesting, but yeah, Tommy dies, Laurel's sad. That's the end of episode 1. But then we get to episode 2, not episode 2. And I said episode 1, didn't I? I said the season 1. Anyway, we get to season 2, and this is where the real meat and potatoes of the show shine. Okay? I gotta say one word: Slade. I don't know where I should start this story. So I'll start with the island. Okay, so as I said earlier, Oliver went to the island. He was on a boat with his dad, the captain of the ship, and his girlfriend's sister. And because of a storm, they got lost at sea. Well, we did find out in season 1 that it was actually Malcolm Merlin who sunk the boat, which is interesting. And his mom knew about it as well, so that's cool. But yeah, they got lost at sea. Oliver gets stranded on an island, and he meets this guy. I don't remember his name right now, but he was the first person to wear the green hood. And then time goes on, and Oliver, he stumbles upon this plane, I think. And yeah, he meets this guy. Oh yeah, because the dude with the hood, he started working for the enemy, because there's enemies on the island. Then they're trying to find this. At first, they're trying to find the missile launcher thing, so that they could start a war. But anyway, his friend on the island that saved his life once, he saved his life again because he fake killed Oliver somehow, and then gave him a map and sent him to this plane. And then guess who's on the plane? Slade. So Oliver and Slade become friends, and I'm loving it. And you know, they're doing good. They set up this whole plan to steal a plane, but before they could steal, there's like an hour left until the plane comes, and then Oliver, he's like, you know what, I gotta go save my friend. So he decides to go save his friend who's now working for the enemy, but his friend doesn't want to be saved because he's doing this for someone he loves. So he starts attacking Oliver, but then Slade shows up to save Oliver. And one of Slade's buddies, he came with him to the island. They came in like a pair, but he betrayed Slade to become part of the enemy. And then Slade killed his friend, who happened to be the godfather of his son. But you know, that doesn't matter. So they have this whole fight thing, and then we find out that the girl that Oliver's friend is, I need to find out this dude's name. Is it Lao Fei? I don't know. But his friend, he was doing it for his daughter, and her name is Shadow. So then Shadow, Slade, and Oliver start working together on the island, right? And so Oliver and Shadow, they get together because, you know, Oliver has to be doing it with some girl any chance he gets. They do it out in public, you know. Well, that's the wrong wording. They are, you know, they know they're in love with each other, and they tell each other they're in love with each other, blah blah blah. Slade also falls in love with Shadow, but doesn't say anything. He just keeps it on down low, and you know, Shadow really doesn't know too well. And then what happens next? I don't know what happens, honestly. My memory's kind of fading at this point. I don't know why. I think Huh. Oh, yeah. So there were other people on the island, they found out, and they were looking for this miracle drug called the Mirakuru. And this is where things really start to amp up. So they're looking for the Mirakuru, and there's this guy named Ivo. And so somehow Oliver gets captured, and he gets on Ivo's ship. And then guess who he meets on Ivo's ship? His girlfriend's sister, Sarah. And he's like, whoa, I thought you were dead. And she's like, no, Ivo saved me. And now she's like head over heels for Ivo because he saved her life. Need to get a drink of water. So eventually Sarah saves Oliver from the ship, gets him off. Oliver goes back to the island, but Ivo finds out, and so oh yeah, I forgot to mention in the whole like fight. No. Oh yeah, that's how. Okay. So they were looking for Ivo, right? Because they knew he was there on the island. But then Ivo, his ship or something, started sending out missiles to where the plane was, and Slade got hit pretty hard with the missiles. And Oliver got knocked out, and that's how he got onto the ship. Okay, so we get back to the island. Slade is near death. He's dying. His like whole face is swollen and everything. His wounds are infected. And so then Shadow is like, hey, let's get him the Mirakuru. So they find a submarine where the Mirakuru is, and they inject it in Slade, and they thought Slade died. And then Ivo shows up on the island. He gets all the rest of the Mirakuru. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, the Mirakuru is basically the super soldier serum from Marvel, but on drugs, on crack. It's a very potent formula that basically turns you into God inside of the DC universe. Okay, you can punch through walls, and you can you can survive a gunshot. Guns can't go through your body, and even if they do, you heal in like 5 seconds. You're basically Deadpool on crack. Anyway, Ivo gets the rest of the Mirakuru, and then he has Shadow, Sarah, because she helped them, and Oliver has them in handcuffs. So he has Shadow and Sarah in front of Oliver, and he puts a gun to their heads, and he's like, choose one. And so, I mean, I think you guys know who he chooses. He chooses his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend's sister, because I mean, they've grown up with each other for like their whole lives. So, I mean, I don't blame him for choosing her, but yeah, he chooses Sarah instead of Shadow. And then Slade actually survives because he died, but then his heart started beating again. And this time he has Mirakuru inside of his brain, and the Mirakuru doesn't just do things to your body, it does stuff to your brain. His brain is like warped. It's extremely warped. And so he's out here, he kills all the guys, and he just sees Shadow on the ground dead. He doesn't know what happened. He knows she got shot by Ivo, but he doesn't know why she got shot. And Oliver doesn't tell him until a while later. But no. They want to go to the ship to destroy the rest of the Mirakuru because Ivo has it. And then while they're on the ship, Ivo is confronting Oliver, and he's like, Oliver, it's your fault that Shadow is dead. You chose to save Sarah instead of Shadow. But little does Oliver know that Slade was standing behind him the whole time. Slade hears this. Slade finds out that it was Oliver's fault that Shadow died, and he's like, I loved her. And now Slade wants to kill Oliver. So I'm not gonna say what else happened on the island. We fast forward in time. We find out that Ra's al Ghul is in this universe, which I in fact love. He trained Malcolm Merlyn. He also trained Sarah, and yeah, Sarah is now the Canary. I don't know why they didn't call him Green Arrow and Black Canary, but anyway, she's the Canary now, and she comes back to Starling City after the undertaking to see if her family's okay. She meets up with Oliver. Arrow and Canary team up, blah blah blah. Oliver works closely with the police now because he's cool. Well, he works with Sarah's father, who used to be a detective, but now he's a police officer. But yeah, they work together to solve cases and stuff. And Oliver is on a no killing rule. Oliver finds out that Malcolm Merlyn is his sister Thea's father. That kind of, ruptures his relationship with his mother. And yeah, we fast forward, blah blah blah, all this stuff happens. And he finds out Slade's alive because he shows up at his house and he's talking with his mother. And, Oliver's being standoffish, and his mom's like, hey, stop being mean to our guests. But, little does she know, Slade is a madman. And I think I'm gonna end this video right here. I think I need to make a part 2 because I want this video to be extra long. But so yeah, I'm gonna come out with a part 2 next Tuesday. But yeah, this is all the stuff that that's happening. And I mean, I'm watching this and my DC lore in the back of my head is just like pounding. I mean, I saw Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Arrow, Green Arrow, Black Canary, Green Arrow and Black Canary get together just like in the comics. I mean, everything about this show is just great for no reason. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about, because by next week I'll finish season 2, so I'll give y'all a full in-depth analysis, review, and fanboy about Slade and Arrow. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you are new, and turn on post notifications so you never miss a single one of my videos. Yeah, that's gonna do it for today. But yeah. Have a great day. Peace out.